Sport fans, I'm Michael Sakala.
And I'm Brandon.
And how the hell are you?
Apparently we had a few...
You got a little upgrade.
little sound.
A little upgrade. La 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 la.
We had some sound issue, and so we're just trying this out, see if everybody can hear us better.
Well, besides me being deaf, I am dumb, blind, and stupid. I just couldn't hear myself, and I had a hard time with that.
And that's hard to believe. No offense.
Yes,
but we're coming to you live again from South Fort Myers, Rosati's Pizzeria.
Wow.
Home of the Bears.
Home of the Bears. The Bears.
Chicago fan club.
Now, before we get into football, let's talk about what's going on with your Cubbies in Major League Baseball.
The National League is pretty much wrapped up. And you've got Cubs, congratulations, Pirates, Cardinals, of course, all in. Your Dodgers and Mets. Okay, now the only way left for the Nationals or the Giants would be them to lose every single game, while them to win, of course, while Dodgers and Mets lose every single game. There's only 8 or 9 games left.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening.
So that's the National League's pretty much done as far as I'm concerned. That's it. It's Dodgers, Mets, Cardinals, Pirates, Cubs. Pirates, Cubs, and a play-in game. I'm going to go ahead and stick a fork in the Yankees. I think they're number one wild card. Toronto has the division. The only one that's actually clinched is Kansas City. Still a fight. Texas, Houston, and Angels with the biggest. And I'll even throw the Twins in because with the games left, you're only one and out. So it's a battle. LA did what they needed to do. The Angels. They went to Houston, pounded on them, and got back there nearly half a game out. So also Minnesota did the same. Went on a little streak. So I'll throw in Cleveland just for all those fans in Ohio so they don't cry. They're 3 out. A little tougher road for them, depending on who they're playing. But so it's looking like Toronto, Kansas City, Yankees first wild card, and then the other division is going to put the next wild card and the division winner in.
Only thing I noticed with the baseball was the Central. All 3 of them well. Right. I can say.
Yeah.
Now,
all 3 will have over 90 wins, probably too. So.
What a season! I can't wait to watch that game on with the Pirates and Cubs. Now we'll get on to football, and last week, as we all know.
Should we start out with the fact that a partner here is injured?
Unfortunately, the Cowboys they won into Philly, and they took that game 20-10. It was a great victory, but as you can all see,
he broke his clavicle.
Took a clavicle, and a win never hurt so bad.
Collarbone, as some call it.
Now, just looking at my notes, I'm going right here. I went with the word D up, or as I like to say, bone up.
Of course.
That defense was unbelievable.
That this week. Don't throw that other shoulder.
No, can't do. That's all I need. You gotta be walking around like this. That defensive line held its ground. From what I watching that game, Lee seemed to be all over the field, and he met at the line or behind the line of scrimmage DeMarco Murray. I put him here. DeMarco had 13 carries for 2 yards.
It's been absolutely laughable, his running in the 2 games they've played. Laughable. I mean laughable.
Bradford actually had 2 carries for 9 yards. He actually had more yards than him. Overall,
I think it had something to do with what we discussed off the air after that game. He's more of a straight line, He's not east-west, he's north-south.
I completely agree.
And they're not blocking right up the middle. He just, unbelievable.
But
I'd start Matthews over him.
I got to give that defense to the Cowboys.
And by the way, I do think he's not even going to play this week. He can't run on the Jets anyway, but
you're right.
He's got a hammy, and I don't think he's playing this week. Murray.
But, that defense, they had a block punt for a touchdown that they haven't done since '92. They only gave up 17 first downs. The Eagles were 18% on third downs. They were 2-11, and they had a total of 226 yards, 7 rushing, and 219 pass. To me, again, it was a total defensive domination. But again, the people I was hoping for on an offensive standpoint did show up and bone up. I mean, Randall had 51 yards, McFadden had 31 yards receiving. Between Williams, Witten, and Dunbar, they had over 140-something yards, or 200 yards. They had a touchdown. They were 33% converted on third downs. But unfortunately, if I could take a quote from Jerry, I feel as low as a crippled cricket's ass. I'm not really sure what that means, but I feel that way.
And I do believe now that David Letterman has retired, you're taking over for him, is that right?
Yes, yes. What I like to do is a special little gift from me to the Eagles fans is I created this thing called the Top 10 Excuses Eagle fans have for losing to the Cowboys. Number 10, the game started at 4 o'clock, so everybody was too drunk to make noise in the crowd.
Obviously.
Number 9, Chip left his Playing for Dummies book at home.
That might have been the key right there.
Number 8, DeMarco forgot what team he actually plays for. Number 7, the Eagles were actually practicing to defend Dez, but apparently they didn't know he wasn't going to be playing. Number 6, Troy made fun of him too much in the booth. Number 5, it was only Sam's second game. Number 4, we were up against the best offensive line in the league.
That's arguably true.
Number 3, Pat's Steakhouse concession was not giving out free samples for the game. Not really sure what that has to do with the actual game, but I can see how people get upset.
But you got to have that Philly cheesesteak.
Yes. Number 2, we were looking ahead towards the Jets. So apparently they already bypassed the Cowboys. They went right to the Jets.
As they should be.
And the number 1 excuse the Eagle fans have for losing to the Cowboys, if you give me a little drum roll. Romo didn't get hurt till the middle of the 3rd quarter. So apparently that's the problem, because it took him so long to get hurt, they couldn't actually win the game.
There you go. Had they known that earlier, who knows what the score would be.
You just really never know. Now, sport fans, so you know, I will be putting that up on our Facebook. This way you can read them, maybe print them out, plaque them, put them on your wall, whatever you like to do. Now, here we go into before we get into week 3, like I always like to say, what did we learn in week 2? So what's your recap of week 2?
The Saints are worse than I thought they were, regardless of Drew Brees' arm. And by the way, he's out this week. The Eagles are what I thought they were. They're not that little Cinderella preseason team that everybody thought was so fantastic. Sorry, Eagles fan. I think he made a lot of mistakes. And I did mention that to you. His linebacker that he traded for is...
I had no idea he got hurt.
He got a knee injury, and they were talking possibly he might be out for the season. I know he's out this week anyway.
Man, that hurts. That hurts really bad. What I learned is, if I could take a quote from an ex-Cardinal, the Bears are who we thought they are.
You know, we can't cuss in here.
They lost again, unfortunately, to a really rough 48-23. Belichick actually outcoached Rex Ryan. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Johnny Football actually throws a pretty nice deep ball. I was late for that. And then what I also learned is that Sue likes to freelance as a defensive lineman. Apparently he doesn't go off of plays. He just does what he feels like it. And the Seahawks better and have Chancellor back, and let's see what the difference is in that.
That had absolutely no bearing on that game, and you won't find out this week. Cutler and his favorite receiver are out for the game, so.
And lastly, what I learned is that the Jets have some pretty good defensive backs.
I did learn that. The Jets, well, we knew they had them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
But we actually got to see them. I say the Jets.
Three interceptions in a game. I think that's pretty good.
Not to steal a line from you, but bone up. The Jets boned up.
All right, so here we go into week 3.
And to segue into that, I would say that, in my opinion, I know we differ on this, I'm giving the game this week to the Jets over the Eagles.
Wow. All right. Who else you got?
Oh, well, my two picks, see, we were both right on our Thursday night. 1-1 last week. Let's see who I had this week. I was going, I just threw that Jets one in there, by the way. You're going to hate me for this one. I was taking Falcons over the Cowboys. First week without Romo. He better have had the best practice week ever by a quarterback. Because,
The problem I see is I want to see what they do against Julio.
If he's going to do it, I got to give him a couple weeks to get into play mode.
I don't see how they're going to defend Julio. It's going to be
the only other one I have to say is the concrete one I'm going for is obviously Colts over Titans. It's time for the Colts to win a game. And I just want to take a sneer at this New England Jacksonville game. Everybody's down here saw the Miami game last week. I said in the show that we did to start the season before we ever started that they looked like a good up-and-coming team, Jacksonville. Somebody on NFL Network's got it, Patriots by 50 or more. They're going to score that much. I want to see it. Go ahead. Patriots go ahead and score 50 on Jacksonville this weekend. I want to see you do that. Then I'll get off your back a little bit. Otherwise, I'm not saying Jacksonville will upset New England this week, but I don't see them losing by 50.
No, I see the Patriots getting a massive lead in the beginning and then tapering back, and then as they call it the garbage time, that's when Jacksonville will make up some points. Because I want to say the line's like 14.5. I wouldn't touch that game, but I see that the Patriots probably win by like 12.
Seahawks Bears is 14.
Yeah.
That was 13.5.
My thing this week is desperate teams. There's actually 8 teams this week that are 0-2. One of which, and they just lost last week to my Cowboys, are the Eagles, and they're +2 going to New York. And I'm going to take the Philly. I think they're going to bounce back. I think they're going to get back to a running game. I think Chip's going to throw out his original playbook and maybe steal something from another guy and actually run the ball straight ahead.
You have to be able to run to get your game out, right?
Yes. Then I'm going to go with the Colts. The Colts are at home the Colts are going to the Titans and they're -3. You have to think that the bearded clan this week will finally get it straight, and he will get all the touchdowns and all the yards that I thought he would. My upset for this week are the Broncos are -3 going to Detroit. And I don't know, I got this myth that the Detroit Lions are a better team at home than they are away.
And that is a myth, by the way.
And I'm picking the Detroit Lions +3 at home to upset the Denver Broncos.
We'll all get to see it because that's the Sunday night game.
So that should be pretty good. There's a couple other ones. I don't think I would actually put money on it. I would say I would probably go with the Ravens also. I'd probably go with the Texans over the Bucks. Probably go with the Seahawks over the Bears, but not with that +14. And I would actually go with the Saints upsetting the Panthers, just as a crazy little.
I could see it. The Panthers are favored by 8 at home. Like I said, when I started, I said Breeze out for the game. That's the reason why I won't go there. I don't know that it'll be an 8-point spread, but I can't see the Saints. In the games that the Panthers have won against them, in their division, it's always been at the Panthers. So the Saints are, not at home and they're without Breeze. I just don't see it.
And then lastly, the game of the week I'm saying is the Chiefs +6.5 going to the Packers. I'm very much looking forward to watching your boy chop up and just tear apart that
Looking
team.
forward to it, but not getting mouthy about it.
I do. I think he's going to show us again why he is who he is. He's going to just rip that defense apart.
I'm glad the game is at Lambeau, by the way. You can change a trend. How you go back and forth with the different divisions playing, and you play it there, play it in your own. Of course, Rodgers hasn't had them in Lambeau, but they're actually 3-0 in their last 3 games in Lambeau. Chiefs.
What stat blows my mind with the Green Bay Packers, especially Rodgers, is the fact that he hasn't thrown an interception in Lambeau since I think the Reagan years. I think it's as far as it goes back.
I'm getting tired of hearing that because it's scaring me.
Well, sport fans, I got another special segment to go over. One of our fans actually reached out to us because I've been asking everyone to send in.
And he finally did.
Send in your
did.
picks.
Joe the Locksmith.
Give us something that you'd like to speak about or go over with topics. So, a good friend of mine from way back in the day, a guy by the name of Joe Smith. And though his name is basic, his picks are original. And he kind of goes by the name of Joe Locksmith. His first pick, he's going with the over and under. And as they say, more isn't always better. 10 of the last 12 Saints-Panthers games have went under. And the reason they may not be playing, so the trend continue? Hell no. That's right. The Pope ain't there till tomorrow. So hell no, this game goes over in Carolina. Just for you guys at home playing, the over and under in that game is 42.5. His next pick is the Eagles and Jets. And Eagles talk radio has blown up the airways in typical Philly fashion. But look for the Eagles to finally get off that dub on the road. Easy win, 24-13.
Good luck with that one.
He claims that he's a Steeler fan, so that's not from the heart. But keep in mind that the Pope came to New York City and the G-Men got a win. Look for the same in the city of brotherly love, brother. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. What do you think
Did
of
he play
that?
football in Paris?
24-13 he is. Joe's locksmith. Gotta love it. Now, before we go, I believe and honestly, I'm not really up on who's playing this weekend as far as college football. Is there any big college football games going on? Producer, can you throw us a ball?
I have to be honest with you, I didn't look.
I don't really. I only pay attention to college football towards the end of the
I
year.
usually do. You know, I went home last week and watched the big upset. I didn't see that, did you?
No.
Oh, we do have a little guest here that wants to come up, maybe say hi.
Oh, we do. And who would that may be?
Lily, why don't you come up here and say hi to everybody?
Look, here we go, making the show look better already. Look at that, huh?
We brought Shirley Temple in today. Here, sit on it. All right, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Kelly.
So Lily, how
By the
old
way,
are
this is a
you?
little Dolphins fan. How old
Dolphins.
are you?
4.
Okay.
All right, you're a big Dolphins fan. Do you have a favorite player?
Nope.
Do you remember, or do you like Dan Marino?
She was around in his era.
No, yeah, I was just wondering because he's got such a big name, everybody has heard of him. Are you a Bears fan? Are you a Bears fan? You help
Yeah, that's
Kelly
like the
cheer?
Bears.
Yeah, you like the Bears? And then you think they're going to win this week? Well, if you were to pick the Bears or playing the Seahawks, who would you think is going to win the game?
The Bears.
You heard it here first, people.
That's
Chances
right.
are, watch that end up coming true, too. That's how those things kind of work. It's crazy. Now, sport fans, we're going to be wrapping up. Here we are again.
What I was going to say, that I went home last Saturday and enjoyed the Alabama game. You know, they were beat by
Yes,
Mississippi.
yeah.
That was awesome, back and forth, and Mississippi just would not quit.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, if you're going to lose early this season when it comes to college football, because they're going to
That's true.
come
That's
back. Now, before we go, let's not forget to tell everybody, obviously, we're at Rossetti's, Bears country. Rossetti's. Yeah, figures I screwed that up.
That's Mike.
What I was just looking over here to my right is, let's not forget to tell everybody about all the great, what is it, No
the
Kids
t-shirts.
Go Hungry.
That's right. No Kids Go Hungry. Buying the t-shirts feeds 200? 200? 100.
Wow.
That's $10 a shirt. Hold on 1 second here. Let me.
So come on down here for some great food, some great times, especially all you Bear fans. You got to come out here. You got to root your boys on. They need as much help as they can get this.
We're gonna need it this week. Exactly. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, he's looking something
Just
up.
doing a quick check here to see if we're not missing something big on the college front. Looks like most of your ranked teams are with little, the little ones on the little ants on their schedule. Wow, Ole Miss jumped to 3 from
Well,
15.
does Ohio State play anyone actually yet?
No.
Or are they,
There's
who they play this week?
Western Michigan.
Woodshot Tech. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
We have Arizona, UCLA. That should be a
All
pretty
right,
good
there you
one.
go.
9 against
UCLA, no, I did
16.
see some highlights. UCLA actually is a pretty decent team.
Yeah, that former Mora kid.
Oh yeah.
His coach here, Jim Mora. The only other ranked game I see is Utah, Oregon.
All right. Well, there you got it, sports fans. Again, check us out on Facebook. Send in your picks coming up and give us some topics that you'd like to talk about. And enjoy your football Sunday.
Enjoy Sunday.